So this lecture, talk about the class presentations. Class presentations is a piece of coursework you can do at the beginning, first half of the spring term. So I'm going to little bit explanation of the task and the assessment criteria I'm going to use to mark that task. So it's a 5 to 10 minute presentation to the rest of the class, pretty informal, not a big deal. And it'd be worth 10% the mark for the module. And the seminars in the first half of the spring term are going to be, all dedicated to these class presentations. And it's essential that all presentations must have been given by the end of week 17, because these presentations are designed to help you with your essays, and therefore there's a little point in having them after the essay deadline, right? So we want to get them all out of the way by the end of week 17, which is when the essay deadline is. And also essential that you submit your presentation slides on the course website by the end of week 17. I'll talk about all this in a little bit. So why class presentations? Well, there's several sort of interlocking reasons for them. First one is to help you with your essay. So it will help you with your essay if you present a version of it to the rest of the class, right? It doesn't require the same amount of work or writing. You can just do the research and present a sort of condensed version of it. And this will help to clarify, your mind about the topic you're writing your essay on. And it will also enable me to give you some feedback about your topic. So if your class presentation is all about the services provided by eBay, let's say, then I'll tell you about that when you give a presentation on it, and then you won't make the same mistake in your essay and lose marks on the essay. You won't lose marks for completely messing up the class presentation. You might lose some, but it won't be a complete disaster, but it will enable me to give you good, constructive feedback that will help you write a better essay. So it's going to help you with your essay, both because it'll help you think about it more clearly, and it'll also enable me to give you feedback about it. But it will also help the class understand the topic, right? I mean, there's a limited amount of time in this course. There's only so many internet scale applications I can cover. And through this mechanism, you guys can tell each other about another 20 internet scale applications. So it's like win-win, right? So as I explained in the previous lecture, we've got 20 topics for the essay, and these are the same topics as so the class presentations are on the same topics as the essay. We're going to have this competitive quiz to decide who presents which topic, and the quiz will also be used to determine the presentation schedule. So if you're the winner of the quiz and you really want to give your presentation last in week 17 or something, then you'll be able to do that. So the first person with the highest mark will have the first choice of essay presentation topic, and so on and so forth. And scissors, paper, stone used to choose between equally scoring people. And if you don't show up to that quiz on the last week of the autumn term, then you'll be randomly allocated a presentation slot and a topic for your essay and class presentation. So you must use slides. They don't have to be stellar slides. I'm not marking you on slide quality. The objective is to clearly explain the topic to the rest of the class, and to help you understand it better and benefit the rest of the class. I'm specifying slides because I need some way. When I mark this course, I have to justify the marks that I give to the external examiner. And to justify the marks I'm giving you for your class presentations, I need your slides that I can give to the external examiner. That's why we're using slides. Otherwise, it'd be fine just to stand up and talk or ramble on, read your essay out, whatever. But since I need to justify it, I really need to give presentations and slides. The great benefit of this class presentation is you can get 10% of the marks of the module with very little extra work. It's at the same topic as the essay, and it's going to benefit your essay anyway. I seem to be going a little bit overboard in this motivation stuff, but it's not a huge amount of extra work because you've got to do, the main work is the research and the understanding, and then you can channel that into both the essay and the class presentation. All presentations must be given by the end of week 17. As explained, they're designed to help you with your essays, so we want to get them out of the way and do other things in the seminars in the second half of the spring term. So as I said, I need a record of your presentation for the external examiner, so you must upload your mark to the course website if you want to get a mark for your class presentation. If you don't upload your slides, you will not receive a mark for your presentation. I need those slides because I need to justify your mark to the external examiner, and so I upload them or get no mark. So, to mark them, mark your presentations. I'm going to look at your slides for your presentation, use the assessment criteria as usual, and let's have a look at them now. So what we got? This is the first half of them. So contents, it's very similar to the essay assessment criteria. So I want you to describe how the hardware, software, and network protocols brought together to deliver the internet scale application. I want you to touch on the security, privacy, and legal issues. Should be between 5 and 10 minutes long. Sensible structure. This is, all very obvious stuff. I'm expecting one relevant picture or diagram. I'm not expecting detailed references in the class presentation. So, I blatantly chuck in stuff from the internet, without referencing it in these lectures, and you're free to do the same in your class presentations. It's different if you're writing a paper or writing an essay, but I think PowerPoint is a much more informal medium, and so it's okay if you just put some diagrams or pictures in your class presentation and don't reference them. Don't have to do stellar transitions and amazing looking slides, just make them look neatly. Don't have your entire essay pasted into one slide, okay? Communication skills, do your best. Don't just sort of mumble sadly into your shoes like that and don't ignore the rest of the class. Or stand like that and read your essay out. Just talk to people, put a little bit of eye contact if you can manage it. This is all good, solid life skills, right? And that's it. So, giving you a very brief description of the class presentation, how it's on the same topic as the essay, and how you can and the schedule will be decided in the week 11 seminar at the end of the autumn term. So, as usual, the full description is available on the course website with a detailed breakdown of the assessment criteria, and we'll go through this in the seminar. Okay. So this lecture described the class presentation with 10% of the mark from the module. The next lecture is going to cover mini project 2, in which you'll work together in groups to create an online game.